One of the things I really want to address is what to utilize in the way of syringes when it comes to ozone. Now, there are very specific syringes that you want to use. These are ozone syringes. The noticeable thing that you're going to see is actually the stopper inside. You can tell that it's white. It's actually a silicone base. And the reason why we use this is because ozone is highly reactive. And what it'll actually do is if you are using a black stopper, which is rubber, it's going to break that down. And those toxins that come from that, those particles, can actually then go and transfer to wherever you are actually putting the ozone. So we want to avoid the black stoppers, and we want to make sure that we're using the ozone stoppers, which are that white silicone. So one of the things I want to do is do a little demonstration video. So we're going to turn the ozone on, and we're actually going to show you what actually happens to that rubber, how it degrades by rubbing on this paper. So what I want to do is a little science experiment. You know, we discussed the difference between the silicone stopper and the ozone syringes, which we have different sizes. There are 60 ml, 20 ml, and 10 ml syringes. And then we have our rubber stopper. So this fun little science experiment is going to show what ozone will actually do to that rubber stopper. So with that being said, what I want to do is I'm going to set my gamma to 57. So I'm going to go across here to my regulator setting, which is 1/8, and I'm going to turn that on. And now we have the oxygen flowing, and I'm going to come up to 8 on the generator. All right, so what we did is, we talked about obviously the difference between the rubber stopper and the silicone stopper. We actually filled both of these syringes and have let the ozone sit in there for about 3 minutes because obviously we talked about the rubber degrading over time. Now, again, you may not let it set for that long, but at the same time, this is just going to show you exactly what happens to that rubber. Actually, I'll take the silicone one first to let this set, but you can see after even 3 minutes, nothing is coming off. I mean, there's not even a smear mark that's actually happening on that paper when I'm rubbing it. And I'm rubbing pretty hard on that. So I'm going to use the rubber one now and pop this out. And you can actually see the exact same amount of time and what happens when that ozone comes in contact with rubber. So we don't want this in anybody. So just make sure that when you're utilizing ozone therapy, use the ozone silicone syringes.